Just go, just go. We are playing. Go.
Lead. That's our that's our mic. Yes, sir. From Minister of Science.
Watch this spinning. This one makes from all the ones like from that particular this is you that gotten from so that's the machine that's locally fabricated and not even here. What is of this demonstrates it's like this is very big power. Okay, good. In fact, the bottle and then it's fine and that is it's only locally produced. It's from the stock. And then this is I go to wow. And this is our central education and payment system. It's an app of the real time at 1 naira drop in hospital state account. Ranging from any government to have action at the group. That anybody can log in. Excellency has it. Every day what the sitting here. So in real time. 1 naira drop. So it takes care that we make sure that every revenue of hospital is only anyway. So as I get to the west of the or do the promoter of sorry, governors, so that the whole country can adopt it. But it monitors real-time revenue that goes from NTA to NTA. So, because our classes are started with the end of the government. For example, trying to monitor the singer. We have started with the markets that even make up offline, local and prayer evidence. Once a block pass through that place, it counts a number, and the accrued amount and expected by the state to pay to the state account will drop. And if such is not dropped, then something like such a drop will now be taken off and this is what thank you very much.
Good afternoon. This is the CNC machine. The full name is computer numerical control machine. A machine that can fabricate with high precision. Anything from metals to wood to plastic and glass. What happens is when a person designs something or has an idea to build a prototype, this type of machine will allow them to deal with high precision as will be acceptable globally. And we actually so that the youth can have a way to do better in prototyping. So it does work in an XYZ position, and let me just go in. So basically, it has three different types of movements, and I set it to go to a certain position, which is what I call blue, and it will actually have it that way. Now, I'm going to send a file, but the only thing, Your Excellency, your file flows, and when the drill bit hits on it, they might decide to. Uh, so I actually turned up the spin because I don't want it to do that. Let me just. So if I decide to say play this file that is already loaded over here, this this is for all kinds of universities have engineering departments. Universities have engineering departments. In secondary school, in technical schools, there are innovations being made, but they are made locally with normal local manual tools. This is a tool that will change the game and give precision that is computerized. Because right now, somebody designs a model on a computer. This machine will allow it file to be taken into it and converted in its own language, choose the material, and produce it with the highest precision possible. That is what the CNC is about. Well, designs, there are designs made out of this. We are only limited by imagination of what this machine can do, actually. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So before then, let me just recognize a few more people. Let me recognize Honourable Samuel, Commissioner for Science, Technology and Innovation, Nassau State. He's in here. Thank you so much for being here with us. Let me also recognize a very distinguished fellow, a friend of the house, representative in the House of Representatives. Continue to give us the advice. Let me also recognize Engineer Olushola Kayode. Wow, he is a staunch believer in the message of RMIDC. He is a resource person, he's an international figure, a diplomat, he is a technocrat as well. You're welcome, sir. He is none other than Engineer Olushola Kayode, former representative of Nigeria to UNIDO in France. You're welcome, sir. Okay, so any more questions? Can I hand over the microphone now? Okay, sir. Over to you.
Well, thank you for your comments and questions. The first question was, can we export any of these products that we produce from these research activities? The answer is capital yes. You see, all the products, every project that the council is back upon are projects that are industry driven, which means our industry is this raw materials from outside the country. So the idea is for us so if you can do an import substitution for that implies also export raw material. Once we become self-sufficient, equally, during COVID, we had issues with protective clothing. In my presentation, I mentioned the PPEs. So, what are the raw materials that are used to produce the face masks and the protective clothing? Some of them Indorama is producing. We also invited them and asked them to send us samples to send to some academics that are doing research on textiles. Try and develop homegrown materials that can be used to produce PPE. Because when we have another disaster like COVID and all borders are shut down, we have to be self-reliant and rely on what we can do in the market. So those are the kind of things we do to intervene in the raw material sourcing. I hope I have answered the question. Thank you.
Chairman, sir, I'm going to invite you now, but let me recognize some of my directors who were not here when I announced that. Like our amazing over there, she's the one of the best I noticed and observed. Please put your hands together for Ms. Valerie Ahmed. She's in charge of the investment and consultancy services department. And there's also our exchequer in the house. I saw him somewhere. Mr. Show is in charge, is the director of finance and budget of the RMIC. Please wave your hands. You're welcome. And then finally, I want to recognize the presence of Engineer Ibrahim Tibi, representing the Director General and Chief Executive Officer of Energy Commission of Nigeria. Please, if you're here, you're welcome. Enough said, let me now hand over for your comments, sir. Please put your hand together for the chairman.
Well, I think the presentation has been done very well. Raw Material Research and Development Council, just from the presentation made, they have achieved a lot. And we have a lot of things on the shelf that need to be commercialized. Now that is the core of the matter, commercialization. Because most of not only raw material research and development. There are other research institutes that come out with a lot of beautiful ideas, beautiful programs, but because it's not commercialized, the next time, the thing is lying down on the shelf. So I think there's a need for raw material to sit down and find out what can be done by the government. Those are my comments, but I have a small goodwill message to give, and I'm going to call one of the treasurer of the Pan-African Competitiveness Forum, which you all are familiar with. It's an African Union project. So I'm going to ask you to please do a goodwill message from the Pan-African Competitiveness Forum, from the Forum on the SME. Thank you.
Chairman, distinguished participants present, kindly allow me to start from the existing protocol. I'd like to read a good message on behalf of Chairman of the Education, as I like to go back to Brian, so, well, just handing over the mic to me. All protocols duly observed. It gives me great pleasure to be invited to
Raw Material Research and Development Council Day and the 8th edition of the 2024 Technology, Innovation and Exposition of Federal Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology. I understand this event is to showcase the critical role of science, technology, and innovation, propelling industrial advancement and fostering economic growth within Nigeria. Hence, the theme of the day: fostering industrial growth and economic development in Nigeria through science, technology, and innovation. Efforts of the Raw Material Research and Development Council. Over the years, Raw Material Research and Development Council, under the leadership of Professor H.D. Ibrahim, has been implementing its core mandate to propel Nigeria's industrialization by initializing sustainable programs and projects for the development of small, medium enterprise sector, regarded as the engine of growth or economic growth in the country. It is not surprising that since the inception of Techno Expo 8 years ago, RMIBC has been leading with its innovative research and development program and projects. To verify my claim, I enjoin you to visit RMIBC Technology and Innovation Complex domicile in the National Space Research and Development Complex, NASDAQ, along Airport Road, Abuja. Incidentally, I think this will answer the question on how to collaborate with investors in some of the researches that were mentioned by the representative of the TV here. With more than 40 pilot plants that was impacted considerably on local raw materials sourcing and utilization, technology and products development, job creation, and foreign exchange conservation. As president of MSME Forum, the umbrella body of the MSME Association in Nigeria, and current chairman of Pan-African Business Forum Nigerian chapter, I believe strongly that more than 40 pilot plants, most of them locally innovated, built, installed in the Technology and Innovation Complex, such as water, oil plant, paint pilot plant, essential oil pilot plant for calcium carbon production, caustic soda production, and the calcium carbonate production. Soap, noodles, etc. will trigger job creation and industrial activities in the country. Significantly, ladies and gentlemen, the Technology and Innovation Complex is the first of its kind since the establishment of Raw Material Research and Development Council in 1988. I sincerely join others who spoke before me to congratulate the board, management, and staff of Raw Material Research and Development Council for this great achievement. Finally, I'm aware that Professor Brian Taylor will come to an end soon, but to this kind of valuable idea, it is my wish that you will continue to be of great service to the nation in another capacity. I thank you. God bless.
Please put more fire in your applause. Thank you so much, sir, for that heartwarming vote of thanks. What do you call it? Recognition and support. And while he was speaking, I witnessed the arrival of one very key factor in the advancement of the local content development program and policy of the federal government. In fact, he's national coordinator of the Presidential Executive Order Number 5 on local content development and extension in Nigeria. He has carved a niche for himself in the Federal Ministry of Science, Innovation and Technology. Please put your hands together as I welcome Engineer Ibian for waiting your call. And I'm even going to, I'm not, it's the chairman that will invite him for a Google message. I don't have the power to do that. I also want to recognize the presence of the Honourable Commissioner for Science and Technology, Cross River State, Dr. Justin Bashir. Please put your hands together for him. You're very much welcome, sir. At this point in time, let me hand over the microphone back to the chairman to continue with the program.
Thank you, moderator. Okay, we'll come back to the Google messages. Is the next person to give a Google message is the representative of Manchester Association. Is he here?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen. Let me crave your indulgence, Mr. Chairman, to write on the already established protocols for one at a time. I'm Brian Perusu, and I'm representing the Director General of Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, Mr. Shegun Ajayi. I ask that I represent him here to deliver the message. I apologize for not being able to attend because Brian is attending another important program. So I will read the message. I'm glad to be here to join the discussion around fostering industrial growth and economic development in Nigeria through science, technology, and innovation, particularly focusing on the efforts of the RMRC over the years, knowing that raw materials availability is key to industrialization of the nation. First and foremost, let me use this medium to inform you that MAN and RMRBC have become life partners, which could be likened to conjoined twins living together harmoniously and interdependently. We have collaborated in many ways, and we are still on that same journey towards ensuring that the majority of our raw materials are sourced locally through the council. Today, the country is in dire need for economic development and development across the board, considering the current economic realities. This we know cannot be achieved without putting effort in place to foster industrial growth due to its capability of putting an end to the issue of unemployment, low non-oil export and foreign exchange earnings we are faced with as a nation. It is of almost necessity that we urgently harness our potentials in the areas of critical raw materials through science, technology, and innovation, which is instrumental in the achievement of the desired industrial growth, leading to a sustainable economic growth and development in Nigeria. We all know that the potential is huge, and if harnessed properly, the country will in no time bounce back to the rightful place amongst other nations in the continent who look forward to seeing Nigeria take the lead. Bringing it down to the role of RMRBC, I must commend the efforts of the Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology, the Council and other stakeholders across the chain of raw materials for its display of resilience and for keeping the hope alive. Specifically, RMRBC have continued to carry out research into the use of domestic and intermediate raw materials through the newly established Resource Center, as well as the Technology and Innovation Center at Airport Road, Abuja. we are talking about technology reform and innovation. You will find them all those in the other center. The center, which has commenced operation, is a proof that the council is already taking several steps ahead towards the realization of industrial growth in Nigeria. It has demonstrated that research ideas are not better on paper. We have seen the evidence, and we are happy with the level of progress made so far. May I then use this medium to commend the efforts of the leadership of the council, particularly Professor A.J. Ibrahim, whose doggedness and commitment across the council. Aside the establishment of the center, the council has also produced raw materials development master plan that is based on the 10 sectors and 72 subsectors of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria to ensure productivity and increased sourcing of raw materials by our local industries. The implementation of this plan has over the years strengthened our cooperation and linkages. This is highly commendable as we reduce stop spending efforts on foreign source raw materials. This said, there is still more work to be done. It has been said that good work means good work. While we continue to bring research ideas into reality, we must not lose focus and track our progress in areas of quality, affordability, and accessibility, following international best practices. When this is done, we are sure of taking our rightful place in the areas of intermediate raw materials within the continent and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, the African Continental Free Trade Area, AFCFTA, today is a reality. The earlier we position ourselves on the market, the better. We must be able to take advantage of our goodwill, maximize our potential so that we won't be losing out to the countries that look forward to our direction. While putting all effort together to ensure that innovative technology is deployed to foster industrial growth in Nigeria through the council, let me assure you of the support of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria as we remain first beneficiary of your plan. Thank you and God bless.
Yeah, thank you so much. Let me just, I'm interrupting this program often, hope you bear with me because we must recognize honor, or give honor to whom is due. So while we were listening to the Google message from man, we witnessed the arrival of the Director General and Chief Executive Officer of the Sheda Science and Technology Complex, Professor PC Onyenekwe. Please put your hands together for him. DPCO Sheda Science and Tech Complex. You're welcome, sir.
Okay, still on Google messages. Anybody from Nancy? Nancy, representative, DJ, president of Nancy is here. Okay, please.
Thank you.
All right. Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, and I will permit me to start on all existing protocol. My name is Lokman Kura, Director of Digital and Business Services, Nigeria Association of Small Scale Industries. And I'm standing on behalf of the National President, the President of Chief Solomon Bokra. So our goodwill message to our the raw material today and the exports is to appreciate what has been established today. Our relationship with raw materials has been in existence in the last 2 decades. And as a matter of fact, NACI has a long-lasting relationship in supporting small-scale businesses across the nation through RMDC. And we have collaborated in so many activities, exhibitions, including local and international, that has impacted on our businesses. We have testimony from most of our members today that have had the opportunity to export their produce through raw materials council and supported them as a business. And currently, there is also a joint bilateral relationship that is about to happen in Nigeria between India and Nigeria, which NASI is also part of that stakeholders, and we're hoping the Indians are coming will collaborate to support our SMEs in Nigeria with the support of Raw Material Council. So thank you very much.
Thank you for that beautiful message. The next person will call for the DG from African Organization of Small and Medium Industries. Doctor.
Good afternoon, Chairman of the delegation. I will not forget our DG representative for a well and very important presentation for what is waiting. And ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dr. Major Henry, the General Pan-African Organization for Small and Medium Industry, which is actually a confederation of about 47 affiliates across the continent in 43 countries to make sure that we drive African resolution agenda. I must at this moment say a warm congratulations to DG RMPC for this important event and the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation, because science and technology and innovation is a key component for industrialization. And then RMDC has become a champion. A champion of what? For triple helix approach for industrialization, which is arrangement between the government, the industry, and what? And the private sector to make sure that we drive industrialization. If you look at what has happened, 41 patents. If you go to NASDAQ, you see what RMDC is doing. I will tell you sincerely that the mandate of RMDC over 30 years now have been upheld. And then the present DG have done marvelous well. I will tell us quickly. African Center for Mineral and Geoscience Center in Tanzania have actually worked with us on RMDC to see how that we take indigenous raw materials from Nigeria to African continent. And that arrangement is on. That is to see how forward-looking the council is to make sure that it promotes industrial, indigenous industries in the country, to make sure we export them to African countries. Because Nigeria remains what the big brother of African countries. And then we must take note of that. And then in the same vein, you can see I have two important issues to mention. Research is very important. How do we commercialize it? RMDC have a mandate to do research, and the universities and the research institutions. But there's a lacuna. The DG GISCO is here. There's a lacuna between commercialization. Can we, at the end of this meeting, say that in other countries, India, China, you can see what happened is that a professor research outcomes does not base on the number of papers he produces. It's actually based on the number of commercialization. Can we begin to think in that direction? And then the best way to do that is to have a legislation. I think the coordinator of Order 5 is presidential Order 5 is, I think we should look in that direction. Let us see how do we have an act that will enable professors, research institutions, not just to commercialize, but to make sure that those commercialization outcome goes to the market with the engagement of private sector. I think in that note, I will say once more congratulations to RMDC, and then we'll continue to support and we'll continue to work together. Thank you very much.
DG for an African Organization of Small and Medium Industries. We thank you sincerely for your kind words. The next person to give a wooden message is National Coordinator of Presidential Executive Order. See around.
And before he gets there, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to recognize the presence of Charity Onaja. She is representing Senator Aminu Iya Abbas, Adamawa Central. Please put your hands together for her.
Good afternoon, everybody. I want to thank you for giving me the privilege to speak, even though that I came late. I was very restless where I was because I was attending to the minister and as soon as he left, I had to rush. I knew I was supposed to be here, not just to be here for the sake of being here, as a friend and as a collaborator and everything you can think of as far as raw material is concerned. Because the work I do, which is to intervene in all aspects of the economy, to see that local content is promoted, actually starts with raw material. For us to achieve the best of what we can achieve in the country, we need to know the raw material that we have in the country, how best they can be used to bring in foreign exchange, to produce electricity, to give us all the things that we are actually trying, even to give us food. All of them are surrounded by the raw material. So, it's a great privilege for me to be with you. I don't need to talk too much about raw material. I already know that you are doing very well. I've seen the Technology and Innovation Center in NASDAQ. And I'm assuring you that that center that you are seeing there is also coming up in the 6 political zones of the country of raw materials and embedded in the law of residential effective order. So that thing that you are seeing there is not just there by chance. It is a law that has been made that it should be done. And raw materials championing it. And I've done that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for that point in time. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. I'm going to invite the Director of Investment and Consultancy Service Department to briefly thank you all so we can make way for the next set of people.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to thank you for coming here. First of all, let's give praise, thanks, adoration, and glory to Almighty God that has brought Raw Material Research and Development Council this far under the distinguished and visionary leadership of a very powerful, innovative, transformational leader, Professor Hussein Doko Ibrahim. What this man has done in the past 10 years has been amazing, sir. I wish to put up the pictures of some of what he has done. My colleague here talked about our 41 patents. If you know what it is to even get one patent, then you begin to appreciate God for this. We thank God for the life of Professor Hussein Doko Ibrahim. We thank you, Mr. Chairman, for coming. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Raw Material Research and Development Council family, thank you for flying the flag and making us proud today, as usual. Members of the press, we thank you. Federal Ministry of Science, Innovation, Science and Technology, we cannot thank you enough for running with our vision of Techno Expo. Raw Materials started this Techno Expo far back, and the former minister, Professor Onaya, saw it fit to take it to the world. And today, it is the 8th edition, and we thank God for this. We want to thank Janitorial Service. This year, The environment is far, far cleaner and conducive more than before. We continue to thank you all. Thank you for coming. God bless us all, and most of all, God bless Nigeria for us. Thank you.
Thank you. Before we go, actually, I want to call on somebody about administrator earlier. Say thank you and say hello and thank you. Please put your hands together for Charity, representing the Senate Committee on Science and Technology. Please, she's here on behalf of the chairman, Senator Amini Abbas. Please say hello to us.
Okay, he said I should say hello. Hello, everybody. The distinguished DGs here, all dignitaries here, permit me to stand on existing protocols. The DG of the Raw Materials Research and Development Council. Good afternoon, sir. Brief greetings from the Senate. Senator Amini Abbas, Chairman, Senate Committee on Science and Technology. He sends his esteemed regards, proud of what you are doing in the council. I know that this is one council that has stood the test of time, and each time they come up with something new and innovative. So well done for all you do, and well done for doing more. Thank you very much, and God bless. Thank you.
At this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for being here, for taking our time. God bless you, and shake hands with your next neighbor. Once again, tell them thank you for being here. We hope to see you here next year. Please, before we go, we'll just move back here at the back of the class for group photographs. But can we just close with an opening prayer? Closing prayer. Please, can we do the... Yeah, can we just recite the second stanza once again?
Direct and noble thoughts, guide our religious strength, with love and honesty, and living just and true. Great lofty heights are taken to build a nation where peace and justice shall reign. So help us, God.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Buga. Thank you, all the directors. Thank you, our chairman. God bless all of you. My Senator, yeah, so it's wonderful to see you. Thank you, my Senator. Thank you. So, thank you, sir. Once again, I'm going to back to
thank you very much, the raw materials family. Thank you. Please go to the back up there for group photograph. Group photograph, and you are also invited for a technical session. The technical session very soon will be taking place.
Let's go for photograph.
Today's technical session has the topic STI, Solution to National Economic Challenges. And we already have our guest speaker who has been waiting patiently, Dr. Emeka Okegu. The session will be moderated by Professor PC Oyedekwe, the Working Director General and Chief Executive Officer of CHESCO, and to be assisted by Mohammed Ibn Sahid, yours truly. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are all invited to attend this technical session. This is one of the flagship of the Techno Expo 2024. Technical session. It's very important you are part of this session. Already we have our guest speaker, Dr. Emeka Okegu. Professor P.C. Oyedekwe is also around, the Working Director General and Chief Executive Officer of CHESCO is fully here. Mohammed Ibn Sahid is also here. So it's going to be a very interesting technical session. You are all invited. Distinguished participants, wonderful exhibitors, the technical session is one of the flagship of the Techno Expo 2024, and it is
Fortunate for you to be part of this technical session. The technical session has the topic STI, Solution to National Economic Challenges. And Dr. Emeka Okendo will be doing justice to that. He is our guest presenter. To be moderated by Professor P.C. Oyenekwe, Director General and Chief Executive Officer of GESCO, and to be assisted by Mohammed Ibn Sadi. The technical session promises to be a power-packed session, packaged and powered by the Federal Ministry of Information, Innovation, Science and Technology. It promises to be a power-packed session. The technical session is one of the flagship of the Techno Expo 2024. You are all invited to be part of this technical session. Participants, wonderful and highly assiduous exhibitors, you are expected to be part of this technical session. The technical session is one of the flagship of the Techno Expo 2024. And with the topic SDI, Solution to National Economic Challenges, Dr. Emeka Okendo will be doing justice to that as our guest presenter and to be moderated by the Working Director General and Chief Executive Officer of GESCO, Professor P.C. Oyenekwe. And this is a very important announcement, and this announcement goes to all the directors general from different parastatals and agencies under the purview of the Federal Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology. You are all invited to be part of this technical session. It's very, very compulsory you attend this technical session. All the directors general of different agencies and parastatals, because I'll be likely informed that the permanent secretary will also be joining us. A great mother, Mrs. Eswabana Ugo Asaye, will also be joining us. Please, all the directors general of different agencies under the purview of the Federal Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology, you are all expected to be part of these technical sessions. And all the directors of the ministry are also expected to be part of this technical session. The technical session promises to be a power-packed session. You are all invited. Distinguished participants, highly assiduous exhibitors, you are all invited to be part of this technical session. From the technical session, we will now be moving into the investors and researchers forum with the topic Research and Development, Industry Linkages. Directors general of agencies are all invited to be part of this technical session because it's one of the flagship of this Techno Expo 2024.
Once again, I'd like to welcome you all to this technical session with the topic STI, Solution to National Economic Challenges. This afternoon, we have already seated in our midst our guest presenter, Dr. Emeka Okego is here, and our moderator is Professor P.C. Oyedepo, Director General and Chief Executive Officer of CHESCO. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, let now crave your indulgence. So please stand up for the national prayer, the second stanza of our national anthem. Please, I crave your indulgence. National prayer, second stanza of Nigeria's national anthem. 1, 2. O God of creation, direct our noble cause, guide our leaders right, help our youth the truth to know, in love and honesty to grow, and living just and true, break lofty heights attain, to build a nation where peace and justice reign. Can we please put our hands together for ourselves, please? Thank you very much. You may now be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, it is believed that those who respect the elderly actually pave their own way to success. It is on this premise that I would like to formally introduce the highly regarded personalities who are already seated and to be part of this technical session, a session that is one of the flashes of the Expo, Techno Expo 2024. At this juncture, I would like to formally introduce our moderator, a working Director General and Chief Executive Officer of CHESCO. Please join me as I formally introduce Professor P.C. Oyedepo. Please put your hands together for him. He's our moderator. You're welcome, sir. I'd like to also appreciate the very presence of Dr. Emeka Okego. Please put your hands together for Dr. Emeka Okego. Dr. Emeka Okego is our guest presenter. We have Professor Nick Eze. Put your hands together for Professor Nick Eze. You're welcome, sir. Also joining us this afternoon is Engineer Nduka Ofulube, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, JAL Limited, Convener Global Commodity Conference. Please put your hands together for him. Please stand up for recognition, sir. You're busy with your phone. Yeah, I'd like to welcome Dr. Matthew Adekoju. He's the Director in charge of Strategic Space Application Department, representing the Director General of NASA. Please put your hands together for him. I'd like to welcome the National Coordinator
Presidential Order number 5. Our father, Engineer Ibia Ogujopo, please put your hands together for him. Let's also welcome Professor Patrick Eya. Round of applause for Professor Patrick Eya. Also joining us this afternoon is another great doctor and an engineer. Please welcome, I call him my adopted uncle. Please, let's welcome Engineer Dr. Patrick Iguma. All the way from the big house, Delta State is representing since Tuesday. He has been with us, no, since Monday. He has been with us, and is still very much with us. He's representing the Executive Governor of Delta State, that is His Excellency Governor Sheriff Oboribori. So this afternoon we have Dr. Tessie Prince, Special Assistant to the Governor of Delta State on special duties. Please put your hands together for him. You're welcome, sir. As the event, ladies and gentlemen, progresses, we shall be recognizing and appreciating those who have decided to be part of these events. I'd like to welcome from the National Assembly, the House Chamber, we have the Senator Aminu Iya Abbas, Senator, distinguished senator representing Adamawa Central. This afternoon, the senator since Tuesday, he has been sending an able representative in the person of Charity O Alaja. Please put your hands together for Charity O Alaja. You're welcome, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome all the participants to this technical session. As I said earlier, I was part of this presentation yesterday, program presentation till 7 p.m. In fact, I think we shouldn't be there. Please, the DG of program, all the way from the coast city of Enugu is there. Please, let's welcome Director General and Chief Executive Officer of program. They call him the Working Director General. You're welcome, sir. At this point, I'd like to invite to say something in respect to the topic, which is STI, Solution to National Economic Challenges. Our moderator, a highly revered professor, a man whose intellectual sagacity has never been in doubt. Please welcome to the microphone our moderator, Professor Bisi Oyedewe, Working Director General and Chief Executive Officer of CHESCO. Please, we can do better than that for you.
Thank you very much. Many times when you, the MCs, talk about someone, the person will spin around whether it's himself or people trying to use. Yeah, our guest speaker, the generals here present, the special guests, ladies and gentlemen. This year's Expo has this theme, STI, the solution to economic challenges. Because when you are able to solve most of the economic challenges, you will eventually take care of the other problem. Today, there is insecurity in the country, kidnapping. In those days when we are growing up, what we normally hear is armed robbery, break and enter. But now, nobody is ready to steal anything. Rather, they steal the human being and ask for ransom. You know, there is one now we are hearing, they kidnap some people and they are asking for 40 trillion. and 150 years. SUV, another number of motorcycles. So when you look at that, you find out that when this thing started, when this dynamic started, it was in the Niger Delta, the whites being kidnapped, and they say we want to get the money they are taking away from Nigeria. And there is this joke that one guy from Delta State, Honourable guy, came to Abuja and was passing through Asokoro and saw a white man doing jogging in the morning. Say, sure, see how money they work for this country. Because if it's in Niger Delta, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, really, if you can solve our economic problems, we are 90% done with almost all our problems. And STI is the mother of everything. You are in agriculture, you are talking of STI. Even right now, when we are talking about anything, even sociology of humans, the key thing there is the determinant is science, technology, and innovation. Even in the law courts now, science and innovation plays a big role. In many countries, they've adopted Zoom. You don't need to go to court to go and give your testimony. You can stay in your house and give your testimony to the court. STI. In agriculture, we have our role there. But I'm just the moderator, and I know the person who is coming to talk. I will allow him to tell us those essential things that science and technology is capable of doing. So, without wasting our time, I will ask our speaker, wait a minute. I will ask the MC to properly introduce the speaker. The speaker has informed me that today's lecture will be interactive. So please be prepared to be an interactive lecture. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, if your hands are not too busy, please kindly honor Professor Christy with the controls applause, please. Thank you very much all. Before I bring to the microphone respectfully the guest presenter, I'd like to respect one of our great mothers. It's believed that women are indeed the source of the nation. If you believe that and share the same thought with me, please let's formally welcome the Director General of Federal Institute for Industrial Research, Oshodi, otherwise called FIRO, Dr. Jumaye Adamu. Please put your hands together for her. We welcome her. I'd like to also appreciate the very presence of Mr. Agbu Ojukwu, who happens to be the SY Chief Economic Advisor to the government of Abia State. Please put your hands together for him. We are happy to have you, sir. To our guest presenter, it has such intimidating credentials. When I saw them, I said, if I should start presenting this profile of these, we are going to run into the next program, which is Investors and Researchers Forum. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to formally present to you all Dr. Emeka Oke. Put your hands together for me as we come to the microphone to do justice to our top SDI.
Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator, sir, my boss, DT President, my boss, Engineer, my boss, elders, my boss, and my friends. We are not going to be looking at this board. When I got the letter, I got to slide 157. And I said to myself, would I be fair to you? Anybody who's been in this program from the beginning, you've been loaded with so much material. And I've never seen any time we had an interactive session. So I decided that what I was going to do was to leave my conclusion. My conclusion will be our conclusion. And I sent it to the secretariat to send out to everybody. Why is it so? Even those who are not in the STI ecosystem are Nigerians. And economic development does not have any two meanings. It means welfare. It means good living. So from everywhere you take it from, it is possible that your only economic development is for you to be able to go home and sleep peacefully. It is economic development. Okay? So what we are going to be doing is to be able to now find the role of STI in making you sleep well. If your own economic development is for you to be able to move from point A to point B, then we're also going to be finding in this room. So please, I am going to be involving and indulging everybody. The only people I will give the respect of not giving the mic to would be the DTs, but I also expect them to take it from me and be able to guide this conversation. I'm going to start with you, sir. Just one word. What do you think economic development is to you? Yes, sir. Can we get a second mic? Yes. No, what's that? I can talk about that.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Dr. J.A. Israel from Cross River State, Ministry of Science and Technology and Innovation. Economic development to me is to increase the GPR and the IPR of my state if we can make use of our local content to generate and become a productive state. Thank you, sir.
What we get? We have GPR and IPR and increasing the local content of your state. Exactly. And your state is possible state. Give me prayer. We come on a lot. We have a man who is from the possible state saying that for him, economic development is the capacity of him to be able to bring solutions that can improve their RPR. What can God have done to that? In one word, you don't need to use the money. Simple. Did you hear that? Now, product is existing already. Now, part of why I'm saying that this is going to be done is for us to see that as a country, everything we are looking for is in the room. Okay? Do you have any relationship with product or states? No, sir. You see, part of of my job here this afternoon, okay, is not to bore anybody with long slides. It is for us to show clearly where these gaps are, okay, and what we could have done to be able to mitigate them. Madam, do you want to say anything? Yes, please.
I love the kind of session you want to achieve here. And I think it's time for us to talk, to communicate effectively. Just like the question you said, by the way, my name is Ruby Ross. I am from the Philippines. I'm a founder of CHC Agritech Africa, and I'm a lover of science, technology, and innovation. So I believe that economic development is simply like provide a substantial purchasing power for every average Nigerian. So when they have a purchasing power, they'll be able to do what they want to do. They'll be able to go, eat what they want to eat, without the hassle or that feeling of being pressured or feeling of like being choked. They say, they choke me in Nigeria, you know?
So please, what you're wearing, where is it made?
It's made in Nigeria, proudly made in Nigeria.
Made or sold in Nigeria?
I don't know where they get the material because I am not in the industry of clothing.
Okay. No, please, before we start, there's a difference between sewing and making. Okay? So, if the materials she's wearing was made in Nigeria, would it be different if it was sewn in Nigeria? Would there be a difference? And if it was made in Nigeria, would it support this productivity and purchasing power parity that she spoke about? Yes. Now, staying with you, man. The materials that you people sew in Philippines, where do you make them?
Some of them, we make them out of silk. We have our local silk industry. Some of them we have we import them as well. We are also exporting. At the same time, we're also importing. I think importing and exporting is an integral part of the economic development of the country, wherever it is.
Great. Somebody needs to help us here. Have you identified a major gap? Can anybody help me? Sir, which agency are you from, sir? Yes. Beautiful. Space. Please give me the mic. Is there any relationship between economic development and space studies? And if there is, what do you think it is?
Of course, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so basically we are talking about telecommunications. But communications is one of the major apples.
I can bring one example,
yes,
which is very common with us.
Yes.
Tesla by Elon Musk became the fastest selling automobile in the United States, and it went into that industry less than 15 years, and it was able to lead the well-established automobile industry to return as this then because of the spin-off for the space science technology, the satellite technology for battery on board.
So can you briefly give us an overview of what we have here?
Number three, blank. Madam, which agency are you from? Sir? Sorry? I know you're from this, now which government is doing it? Huh? Please, give us the hand. Before you speak, what's your grade level? Level 10. Now let me tell you what the civil service does. Okay? What the civil service does is that they keep you that come fresh from the university to refresh ideas that those who be in the system and are lost there. And they say to you, you are still running in the system. And if you don't learn to begin to do public speaking, and be able to say what it is you think and think the way, you are in help. Now tell me what to do in your department in there.
Administration.
Thank you. But I feel has gone away. And I wanted to find out from you what relationship your department has with the outputs of field. I'm almost setting, we are also going to be drawing another line. Okay? But sir, which means yes. Sorry? Private sector. Interesting. Media. Okay. Now, what do you think is missing? When you're reporting Nigeria's economic development? How are you NASA? What's been your not saying the government? 60s, 40s, early 50s. I am 60 in the future. And when we were growing up, one of the things we used to wait every time we go for life was the Nigerian flag. And they say we are the youth of tomorrow. As that one. Did you see it? Please, so tell me from a media perspective, what do you think the issues are?
Like, let me start with the scripture, what the Bible says as a Christian, that the people perish for knowledge. Yes, knowledge in the sense that the same scripture says that there's no white person that can put up their lights and hide it like them. Doesn't make sense. Yes. You take this knowledge to the people that need it.
And they now want to find solution to it. The gap is that most chemicals are being sold in open market. According to our research findings, we are spending at here in Baghdad, at Anambra, at the way being sold in the
That's what I wanted to hear. In Nigeria, we drink from our things.
formulation by what we are using national policy for chemical technology. This policy has been formulated and with the Honourable Minister. So the project, the idea behind this was that when you have to buy the chemical and chemicals, the potency will be stable from north to east to west to south. So when you have to meet about equipment. The security laws, security aspect of it is there. The training center is there. Even those that are selling at the open market, we are not training, pushing them away. We are going to train them and bring them into the sector. They will now become entrepreneurs. With this, the system, the incessant bomb blast will be limited. The Nigeria will be safe and will be best recognized in international best practices because of sanitizing the chemical industry. What again, the government wants to leave so many people with this system. It's not youth who will get to leave the Muslim society and give them power.
So please, what policy is driving this chemical station?
National policy for chemical technology. This policy has been developed because the administration committee, was set up by the Honourable Minister. They developed drafts before the Honourable Minister submit to final.
Okay. Thank you very much, ma'am. Please, can you introduce yourself to us?
Okay. This is the
Okay.
As a part of in conjunction with this project, the chemical safety aspect. You know, due to the incessant security challenges across the country, the Office of the National Security Advisor, they are right to the Federal Ministry of Innovation and Technology in collaboration with the Ministry of Education to include in the nation's education system chemical safety and security. It takes care of the chemicals that are updated. Now with the technology center, it addresses all these explosives, the health explosives, the technology center trains and management. It takes care of all these chemicals. It's called the ecosystem. So we take them all for further analysis. This can be done. That is our final research. We have our soil innovation program. In Nigeria, we have noticed that soil production is very minimal. We more or less import salt, iodine, and send it everywhere. Whereas we have abundant mineral resources. So we have done our research analysis. Nasarawa, Akwa, and everywhere. So that's our soil innovation.
So that's our innovation project. We hope to electrolyze it. So we electrolyze the salt. We are getting so many chemicals out of it. We also serve as intermediate to other products like so they can contact and get to our fish. And they are getting high quality and getting fluoride treatment of our water. So we get other chemicals that we have in other petrochemical areas. These are the products.
All right. Thank you very much, ma'am. We're nice to have you live at the Media and Publicity team, Federal Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology. Thank you very much. And enjoy the rest of
Show their feedback.
Squarish cabin. And like I also experienced it going out to storm, these directives the government. So out of the wealth of experience of doing leadership came from concept which I told you. So this concept pavilion monitors everybody that comes. Takes you point A to point B. Every activity is taken care of. Presents triple I summit, international innovation. On the investors, they have got received the expected pattern from the bank, which is pursued.
About their department, indigenous technologies in salt production, and then they also have the establishment of Federal Pilot Toxicology Center in Nigeria, and then the establishment of the Federal Pilot Chemical Stations in Nigeria. All these are done by the Chemical Technology Department of the Federal Ministry, and they also have a newsletter for their department. So all these are done by their department, and then the Nigerian Chemical and Material Industry Action Project. All these are done by their department. And then these are some chemicals.
These are the personal protective kits.
Okay.
So say a little bit about.
So these are the storage boxes. So we are trying to display proper way. We are trying to display the proper way of handling these chemicals. Personal protective. Personal protective. We have the hand gloves, boots, close masks, the gown. So
Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much. Nice to have you. Thank you very much. All right. You're welcome. All right. Thank you. So these are other inventions.
Let me give you one example. No country is great. Is the people in the country. If you say America is a great software country, it's because individuals in America are software. Government can't do it, and government has no money. Even the money to shine in here, it's money made by businesses like Share and Go. When they pay the royalties, government will not have that. So if the initial, one of the messages I like to take back is that in every country, everybody has his own flat blessing, even though my God, his iron and so on. People are already going somewhere. That's what you must know. In the federal government, local government, state government, individuals are already going somewhere. Job of government is to organize them to get there very fast. That's the job of government. And if fails to organize people to get there very fast, they will die with their peers. Japan doesn't have natural resources, but Japan has the knowledge. They think to achieve. Japan can come to your country, buy your skill, go back to their country, convert that skill into higher value products. Then you now pay more money. Then they become God recheck, and you got the skill and behind that. So this finally, like I said,
a country is only as great as the capacity of its people. And when you fail to push your people to the point where they can unleash their talent, you are there. Russia tried to block America from getting rocket engines, because Russia makes rocket engines. I don't think America makes rocket engines. But when Russia came up with that plan to stop giving America rocket engines, Elon Musk, that we discussed here, told the American government not to bother about Russia. That he was going to build engines that will be faster than that of the Russians and will go to his place and come back. And he did it. So America is not greater than Russia, simply because one man and did it. So the power is in the people, not in the government. But if the government fails to push those people, you lose opportunity. But the government, like in America, when they were not step up with that idea, government immediately gave him a grant of $999 million. It's already just like the world, but they gave him a grant of $999 million to support him to hire. And the essence of venture capital fund is that if it's given to you on grant, if grant is given to you and you fail, that's contribution to trying to succeed. But when you succeed, you open the door and bring the new investment and everyone starts enjoying. Thank you very much.
People, governments, funding. Session 1 over. Session 2, solution. Remember that what we're talking about here are STI solutions to economic development. So, how do we apply STI to people? How? Can anyone help me? Because somebody says a country is as great as its people are. True? Madam, this thing you're doing now, does it require any training, or you can just put this camera and start working? You need training. Is this a person? Huh? Is she in that our STI check now? Now, what if you train her not only to operate this thing, but also to repair it? Would you have made her a stronger person? Yes. What if you train her not only to repair it, but to also assemble it? Would you have strengthened her? Yes. What if you now train her, okay, not only just repair, but also teach other people and then certify people to maintain for other people? Would you have also trained that? What would have happened? What would her name become? Expert. Technically competent person. Huh? Is that true? This is STI. Are we making some sense here? Okay? So when you talk about people, you don't need to go to PhD for you to be in the STI ecosystem. Because STI means science, technology, innovation. When you have the thinkers, when you have the doers, when you have the funders, when you have the administrators, and when you have those who are now oversighting it. That is why today, if you open a Nigerian television and you're watching a film, let's say, oh, we can bring one inside the bush, put it inside the pot and tell it to go and bring chicken. And then start invoking gods. And then tell you when you go home, you go and run it. My beautiful sister and my friends, we take the same thing to a lab. Turn it into capsules and then say to you, I'm guaranteeing that this will get your cancer. Hello? So, first and foremost, if you identify that people are critical, it is not, you can have people who are broad. You can have people who are broad and brains. And the only way you can have people people are brought and brains is to be able to now tool them. That is when they can begin to now participate in the SEI, value chain. He said, government. Government. Everybody here is government. Organic is government. Please, has everybody in this room read Executive Order number 9? Has anyone read it? If we read it, how come it is possible for Arabia not to know that certain things are happening? So it is not only government, okay? It is about a government that allows, okay, for what is said to be done, and to be done by the right way. If you know it very well, you can eat in his house in the morning and go to the office late and he will tell you the right way. If you know him well. If you know him, one thing he does not bring to the table is his relationship with you in discharging his assignments. This man sitting down here. If you know him, and not that, and he feels like this. So for people who do not know him, some people will say he's a very difficult person. This is the man that just left his house now, and he knows that I have to come in because of his house, and I'm not he says I'm coming. That is the government that supports people to do things. Are we there? In our days in the university in Sudan, for anybody who was there, if you had a first class, you were sure you were getting a job.
Good afternoon. You are welcome to Techno
And you get that job
2024.
If your father is get married,
Welcome to Techno 2024.
your father is busy, that's married. And if your father was busy and you talk about only recruiting people and you have a class, you
the office of the Honourable Minister. Yeah, please just introduce yourself to us.
Now, that way is how the government can encourage,
and how it works, the method behind your publication and what it is used to.
That is how the government begins to now, make us as the best company. And that is why if you go to a lot of people who are a little bit older than I am, most of them didn't have anybody who was in position. They got there by merit, and it is called merit. So when we talk about government in the SEI system, it is not a government that appoints Indians, because India is faithful to the loyal to the minister and whatever they call the world.
Part of the tools we are using is
Let's get into our trade. How many people know in this country that Professor Okoneleke is one of the few people in the whole world that has the knowledge of what they call this Ghana irrigation?
green energy. So we come up with an idea.
It will be a good, as my brother, you want to discuss it, his experience with getting the Ghana irrigation project in Nigeria of the ground. No government
Components include the solar PV, the battery storage, DC motor, charge controller.
If it does not allow those who are so skilled and so identified to do
our
what
design,
they want to do.
you can see
And
the graphic design with all our simulations of our results, the amount of energy required, and then we try to fabricate, and this is the fabrication as you can see. Let me turn it on. I'm on it now. solar panels behind. The solar panels behind. Solar panels. These are the battery storage. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So how far have you gone with commercialization?
Yes, patents were already initiated the patent process. We have the patent script. Very soon, the patent certificate will be out. Already there is patent number for it. We have patented it. And not only this, we have like 7 patents in our honor. We have the development board, energy saving lamp holder, solar rechargeable one, the green, we have the pyrolyzer, we have like almost 7 patented innovation in our own center in House. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we appreciate your stay in Abuja, and we still hope that in Techno 2025,
Definitely see more of our invention. We are coming up with more and the latest technology.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Make us proud, Ikenna. You are welcome to Techno 2024. You are with the media and publicity team of the Federal Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology and the Office of the Honourable Minister. Please, can you introduce yourself, your institution, the invention you came with, how far you've gone with it, how does it work, the method behind it, the local content behind it? Thank you very much.
Thank you. I am Engineer Okeke David, and this is the stand of the National Center for Energy Research and Development. And you're welcome. I just want to take you through some of the things that we are presenting for the exhibition. The first on the list is the biogas digester. There's something very unique about this. Ideally, people know how to produce biogas from waste materials, but the challenge has been removing the impurities and being able to put it into, a gas cylinder so that it can be used inside the house with fewer complexities. So right now, we have been able to develop a system that removes the impurity. This is the scrubber of the floor. So these systems that you see is able to remove the impurities, the gaseous impurities in the produced gas, and then through the compression system, it is channeled into the bottle and could be used for domestic uses and other uses. Right here, we just have a demonstration of the solar modules, solar PV modules that are produced in our center. You can see from the images right here that the system that are at an advanced stage, and very soon they will hit the market. Then coming over to the building that you see, this is a renewable energy model building, and the idea is to demonstrate that it is possible to power an entire residential building using renewable energy sources, starting from the PV cells, the PV modules that supply the electricity that powers both the fan that's inside here and the television and the rest of the gadgets that you can see here, down to the solar thermal system. This is a flat plate solar water heater, and when water goes up here, it gets heated and then gets discharged into a storage tank. And with this, the temperature of the water is maintained with maybe 2 degrees variation in temperature by the next morning. So with that, you are able to tap your hot water and use in the morning. As well, what you have here is a solar powered thermoelectric refrigerator, sorry. The principle is that it achieves cooling through a Peltier device, but then it is powered by renewable energy as well and uses water as the refrigerant. Other things that you see here are solar thermal devices, a dryers of different models, and as well water heaters. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and we hope that in the next Techno Expo we'll have more of your inventions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are
Nice to have you.
Nice to have you too.
Good afternoon. You are welcome to Techno 2024. You are with the media and publicity team of the Federal Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology and the Office of the Honourable Minister. Please, can you introduce yourself, the invention you came with, your institution, and how far you've gone with it?
My name is Hassan Ahmed. I'm working with the Energy Commission of Nigeria. I'm the chief scientist. As you may know, Energy Commission of Nigeria was a result of a meeting between ECOWAS nations in the 70s. So a decree was proclaimed in 1979, decree number 62. That was amended in 1988 and 89. The office took off in 1989 with the sole mandate of strategic planning and coordination of national policies in the field of energy in all its ramifications. So when the office started in that year, the policy, one of its kind, was midwife by the Energy Commission of Nigeria in 1993. That policy was reviewed in 1996, 99, and it was first approved in 2003. So the policy keep on reviewed with the realities of global innovation and other things. So now, as you can see, the literatures we have here is the National Energy Policy of 2022. That was approved by Federal Executive Council. And this is the master plan, also approved in 2022. And a roadmap, that's a renewable energy roadmap, that was a result of a collaboration between Energy Commission and International Renewable Energy Agency. Other publications are here. Energy balance, guidelines for, as you can see, report from IC, Statutory Energy Commission. Also another report on a standard and leveling scheme in Nigeria.
All right. Thank you very much, and we hope that in the next Techno Expo you have more other showcase for us. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much.
Enjoy the rest of your stay. Thank you. Good afternoon. You are welcome to Techno 2024. You are live with the media and publicity team of the Federal Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology and the Office of the Honourable Minister. Please, can you introduce yourself, your institution, the inventions you came with, how far it has gone, how it works, sir?
Yeah, Principal is my name. I'm the director of the National Center for Energy Efficiency and Conservation, which is the research center of Energy Commission of Nigeria located in the University of Lagos. Some of the things last year we got some, but this year now we're coming with additional ones. This is a three-phase meter we designed, and this three-phase meter has the ability to read voltage, ampere. It has the ability to read power in joules, able to read energy, and then it has power in